Speaker. On a point of order, Mr. Speaker, during the most recent business, energy and industrial strategy questions, I raised the case of local employers misleading workers about their right to holiday pay. The Parliamentary Under-Secretary assured me that the Government have increased the powers open to Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs to enforce those rights. However, I have subsequently received a written answer from the same Minister stating that HM Revenue and Customs has no powers to sanction companies for withholding holiday pay. So the Minister has given me two answers stating the complete opposite in the space of a few days. Clearly, one or other of those answers must be wrong, and although I'm relatively new to this place, Mr. Speaker, I was given to understand that ministers were under a particular obligation not to mislead the House, even if inadvertently. More importantly, this leaves us unable to say for certain what the Government is actually going to do about the problem I raised. Can you advise me whether there's any ways to bring the Minister back to the House to tell us which of her answers is final?
Well, I'm very grateful to the Honourable Lady, both for her point of order and for her characteristic courtesy in giving me advance notice of it. It was also exceptionally helpful of the Honourable Lady to attach to her proposed point of order the text of those two answers. I must say to the Honourable Lady and to the House that textual exegesis is of the essence in these matters. I have pored over the two answers and sought to reflect on whether they might in some way be not incompatible with each other, but such a conclusion is beyond my limited intellectual capacities. It certainly appears that the two answers are irreconcilable. One must be correct, and therefore, by definition, the other must not be. Apart from anything else, it's quite difficult to see how one can increase powers open to Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs if, in fact, they have no such powers at all. So the matter does, I think, require some clarification. The Honourable Lady has certainly made her concern clear. The content of answers is not a matter for the Chair, but her concern has been conveyed to the Minister in the sense that representatives of the Treasury bench will have heard it, and her point will be recorded in the official report. If the Minister considers that she has unintentionally misled the House, I'm sure she will take steps to put the record straight. I advise the Honourable Lady to watch this space and see whether such an attempt at corrective action is made. If it is, she will be happy. If it isn't, my advice to her would be to return to the matter through further questioning, or possibly, if necessary, in extremis, by a recourse to the Chair.